Do I switch things? Do we turn the lights on or do we switch the light bulbs? Do we make the exchange in between colors? Do I switch my underwear or do I change my underwear? Things that are switched, changed, check changed, and rearranged all through Vegas is also the notion and the understanding is parallel to the rest of the world so that we can correct is a mistake. To correct is to look for a mistake, to make a correction. Always looking for what's wrong, never seeing what's right. We make the connection to the correction. They say that within ISIS, they are losing between $1 and $3 million a day. The reality is the oil prices have dropped considerably and are bringing in 1/3 of their revenue. How is the world controlled? Slow down somebody's money, and how come and do the Palestinians owe any money? Are they in debt? Are they rich? Or am I talking about ISIS and the organization? In general, it's just a thought, how you can buff things up, and in war, you would understand that war to be buffed. I switch and rearrange things. I'm on the highway, I switch the lane. Well, honey, I switched the lane. There was a car coming at a certain speed, and I wasn't exactly sure what the speed was, but pertaining to the way I was sort of brought up and in my car for the last 30 years and watching my dad, it was about the right time to change the lane. Who will judge when I change the lane? Will there be a lawyer to tell me it was okay to change my lane? 3 people come in with 2 stories. His story and his story. And I listen to the history. Then who am I? Once I listen, do I judge on the history? Or do we make it like the jury? The jury will judge. Let's make them look like they're all psychologists. Try to figure out, is it the story? And then the lawyers try to ask him to see maybe the story is a lie. So he told you science fiction. A guy gets up there with his story. It's his own reality. And the judge and the jury turn it into science fiction. Where and what is the reality? How harsh are the laws that within one's mind it is so closed, the eye. You see the eye? It's so closed that we can't understand the perception within the actual laws that exist. He tells a story, I hear his story, I hear his story. Did he tell me the truth? Does his story sound real? But I'm a lawyer. How can I tell if it sounds real? I'm not a psychoanalyst. I'm a goddamn lawyer. What does a lawyer do that he can now become a psychoanalyst of a story somebody told? And then when somebody says objection, they don't know the reality of the reason of why they told the story. Within reason, of course, because it's all within the understanding in the perception of the reason of who? Whose reason? Whose reason and understanding for the perception of the courts? Because of what the people understand? Who are these 10, 12 people? 12 people? A guy's going to go into jail and lose a day of his life? And 12 people are going to decide upon the judgment of one who sits there? And when he goes home, I know what it is. I know what it is. I can sense it right now. Those judges have to go home every single day. Eventually it gets to them. Did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? What does a judge actually do? What does he determine? Does he look in the book and go, oh, 3 other guys did this and they only spent 6 months. Now they're doing it again. We'll give them 9 months. We'll give them 12 months. We'll give them 15 months. Well, let's make it 25 to life. So we have to understand life to death. 25 to life to death. 250, 2.5. Death, do. And of course, we all want to win. This has nothing to do with winning. This has to do with proceeding in accordance of better judgment. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. All within one's perception is the reality, and the judgment is based on the story that is told, but not the reality of the truth. Thank you.